And he's got, like, the hair that covers his eye. I'm into that. I should have done this the entire time for the video. That's what I should have done. I should have just done this.
Be afraid, recoil in despair, cower in awe. Explosion!
Bam! Explosion. Okay. God. Okay. Hello, all you beautiful, wonderful anime fans. Shelby here, and today is a new installment of Anime Simp Hour. This one is gonna have a little bit of explosions. We're gonna have a little bit of some fun. Because this anime character topic is all about Deidara from Naruto. For anyone who does not know, I actually love Deidara. I am actually a very big Deidara fan, for anybody who was not aware. I used to have blonde hair when I first started this channel, and I would purposely wear my hair like this because I felt like I was giving Deidara. And I remember being like, I could cosplay him so easily because I just got the hair for it. And now, obviously, I would have to buy a wig for sure. But now I feel like I could cosplay Shalian in Heaven Official's Blessing because of my hair now. So it's, I don't know. But I actually absolutely love Deidara. I love him so much. He's such a fun character. And I was like, I want to do a little bit of a variety of animes and characters for the first beginning of this series, so that way there's variety.
What?
Ooh, voice crack. There's a variety of characters and different shows instead of having, like, I did Zoro, then I'm gonna do Luffy, Law, whatever. Like, kind of give you all just a variety, and then I'll go back and kind of, do some different characters. And when I was thinking about one for Naruto, I was like, it would be just basic if I did Kakashi. If I did Itachi, or... You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I want to do a character that I feel like would just be different than the basic answer, kind of. And obviously I'm going to do Kakashi and Itachi at some point. Like, obviously they're on the list. But I was like, what character from Naruto is one of those that you're like, people love, but you just don't hear be talked about much? And my brain went to Deidara, and it could just be because I love him personally. But I was like, I'm gonna talk about Deidara. That's what we're gonna do. That was sus. My door just opened. Ghost? Ghost? Ooh. God. Almost fell. But I really wanted to do a character that just you don't hear much about, and I feel like Kakashi and Itachi are obvious answers when you think about Naruto specifically. So I chose to do Deidara. And I really love Deidara, and I know there's a lot of people that do. So those Deidara fans, fangirls, I feel ya. I get it. I love him. So I really wanted to do Deidara specifically. And if you probably knew it was Deidara based on the hint I gave in Rengoku's video. Who else says true art is an explosion? Like, it... Hello? What the hell? I just feel like that was probably clear, but it was just the first line that popped into my head. And I kind of think about the quotes on the spot. So I was like, I don't want to sit here for like 20 minutes trying to come up with a different line. And some of them we can make easy. Some of them I could try to make a little bit challenging if you wanted. But I love Deidara a lot. And I'm very excited to get into this because he does have some things we can discuss. So I'm very excited. Let me know if you enjoy this series. I am having fun recording them. I don't have any merch of Deidara, which is kind of a crime. I don't know why I don't, honestly. So I kind of had to get creative of like, okay, what? Like the hairstyle I can do. I have a headband I could use as the, sand headband. Like I can do that. But the rest, I was like, I don't have anything. So I kind of had to get creative. I chose this cardigan because of his hair. And the Akatsuki robes is black, so I put the tank top on. That's really it. I was like, you know what? But it's fun to kind of get creative and think about, like, what I could wear. If this channel series does well, and if I'm able to, or if you guys want to help me, I can do cosplays of characters instead. Like, I could cosplay a character that I'm doing instead of just trying to find something in my closet. But I kind of enjoy doing this too. So, you know, let me know which one you would prefer. And stay tuned for the end of the video to get a hint of the next character. That's a little fun little thing I'm doing with this, is at the end, I'm giving you guys a quote of the next character that I'm going to do. So if you stay till the end, you can get that hint and try to figure out who the character is that I will do. So, describe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and check out my other social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, Etsy. I have the membership thing on YouTube now. Nothing fancy because I didn't really know what to do. But it's on there. And yeah, we're going to get started with talking about the man of explosions and art, Deidara. The first things I wrote down when I was thinking about, like, Deidara topics and things to discuss, I was like, I want more of a backstory in Deidara. Like, we kind of know what happens that leads him into becoming a member of the Akatsuki. Like, we know that. But that's really it. I don't think he's even from the Sand, if I understood his backstory, kind of. I don't think he's originally from the Sand Village. So I'm like, I would love to know where he was actually from, like, what his childhood was like, why is he so, like, the way that he is, you know what I mean? He's so, like, he loves chaos, he loves exploding things, he hates a lot of stuff, and I'm like, what made him that way? What triggered him to be like this? Like, was it something about his family? Was it childhood, where he was actually from? Like, I would love to know. And I like the theory that a lot of people have when it comes to Deidara, because he looks similar to Naruto in terms of the blonde hair, blue eyes, like, stuff like that. He's very, with all the other characters of this show, Deidara is the one who is very similar to him in terms of appearance. There are a lot of people who think that, you know, he's maybe somehow a member of Minato's clan. Is it the Namikaze? Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm always saying his last name wrong. But you know what I mean. Like, maybe he's from that clan and his parents got him out of there before the killing of all of them. Kind of, maybe. Like, I don't know. I do kind of like that theory of, like, you know, he's appearance-wise for a reason, and we don't know anything. It's clear Deidara is not from the Sand, but is from somewhere else, and does, ironically, look in a way like Naruto and Minato, in a sense. So I would love to know a little bit more into that, because clearly, I like the theory that it's possible. I doubt it would ever be confirmed or not, but it is kind of a cool thing to think about. Like, what if Deidara was from that clan? And just nobody knew it? Or what if he did find out? Maybe he actually didn't even know where he's from. Maybe he may not even know. It's possible Deidara doesn't even know himself, like, where he's actually truly from. He may not even remember. You know, he may have been young enough, he doesn't remember either. But I would love to know those extra things, because I feel like Deidara is just a really fun character. And it would be cool to kind of get to know a little bit more about him in that aspect. Because his background of getting into the Akatsuki is very funny. You know, Tobi or Obito, Madara, whoever the hell, took a liking to him because of what he was doing, like causing explosions, causing havoc and mayhem, and saw the potential of him and sent, I think it was Sasori, Itachi, and Kisame, right? Was Kisame there? I think he was there. If Itachi was there, then I think so was Kisame. and sent them to recruit him to the Akatsuki. And, you know, that was a young age. He was like teenager, right? He was pretty young when being recruited to the Akatsuki. So I kind of like that aspect, you know, of him being like that. Or of, like, being recruited. And then also him, like, challenging Itachi to fight so he wouldn't have to. And then not really standing a chance. And then causing a grudge with Itachi because of that. But even though he does act like he doesn't like the Akatsuki, I kind of feel like he liked being there. Maybe it's just... I think it's just Deidara's personality. Like, he doesn't want to admit it. But I think he did enjoy being in the Akatsuki. There could just be a part of him that just doesn't want to admit it. If that makes sense, you know. But I do think it's very funny, the grudge that he has towards Itachi because of that. And then taking that grudge from Itachi after he dies to Sasuke, his brother. It's just very funny. And I actually love Deidara and Sasuke's fight. Like, it might be one of my top fights because I do really like it. The fact that Deidara was able to he held his own really well against Sasuke. Like, I give him credit for that. And, you know, he was very strong and a cool character. And yeah, held his own against him. The fact that even Tobi, or Obito, whoever, like, kind of decided to stay next to him to kind of, after Sasori died, and kind of took a liking to him and stayed around him. I'm like, that clearly shows that Tobi even respected him as well. Of like, you know, there was respect there for Deidara, even though he was, I think, one of the youngest members of the Akatsuki. There was a form of respect for him. Just because of how strong and capable and crazy he was. Like, it makes a lot of sense to me. And I think it's deserved. And I like his fight with the Sasuke, but I do also at the same time hate that he died because of it. I get a lot of the Akatsuki members had to die. Like, it kind of had to be done, I feel like, in a way. Like a lot of the Akatsuki members. I was sad more with Deidara and Itachi than I was with a lot of the others. But it was still sad because a lot of them are gone. I think the only ones that are alive is Orochimaru. Technically, he's not even really fully a member. I don't recall anybody else surviving. I think Kisame died. I know Sasori died. Hidan died. What's the other one? The one that was with Hidan. Is it Kakadu? Kakazu? What's his name? Kakadoodle-doo? I think it's Kakazu, I believe is his name. God, I forgot his name. I feel like most of them die. I think all of them do. Now that I'm sitting here kind of thinking about it. So it's like, they all didn't have to die. You know, some of them could have lived. We could have gotten a redemption from at least a couple of them. We kind of did with Itachi, learning more of the truth of how he was. But, you know, Deidara, I think it would be interesting to see, like, a Deidara redemption arc. He deserved a little bit of a redemption. Right? You know, I mean, maybe a little. I think it would have been fun. Naruto may not have liked it very much, but it would have been fun. I would have not been mad about it. But it's again, things to think about. Of like, what if Deidara didn't die and had like a redemption arc? You know, that would have been fun to think about. He could have stayed in the same leaf. He could have, you know, done something. That is something very interesting too, is that I do feel like that girl really seemed to, she says brother, she calls him brother Deidara. They seem to all like care about each other and stuff like that. He seemed to still do. But they didn't even feel like they understood why he left and why he joined the Akatsuki. Like, it doesn't even really seem like anybody fully understands why Deidara acted the way that he was. Like, so there's clearly something about his past that they don't even know that has made him made him act that way. I really enjoy, what I like about Deidara is that he does have a little bit of a goofy kind of side, but also can be serious too. I feel like he had a goofier side with Sorcery. And then when Toby came along, it kind of switched and he became a little bit more serious. And I don't know, I assume it's probably maybe the loss of Sorcery is why. Maybe it just impacted him more than maybe he even noticed. But maybe even the way he died too might have been annoying. Like, But, but, just the way he died could have upset him of like, he could have been there or something maybe. And took it on himself. That could be it. But I like kind of the goofy side for Deidara. I like characters sometimes that have the goofy side but also have a serious side, and the other way around. They have a serious side but also have a little bit of a goofy, silly side. So of course I'm gonna like Deidara. I'm also an artist too, so I think that kind of helps as well. I enjoy that kind of dynamic of a character as well. And I know that he technically kills Gaara. I know. Listen, I know. Okay? I know. But to me, I'm not gonna dislike a character just because they killed somebody that I like. I'm gonna dislike characters for other reasons. I don't really have a reason to dislike Deidara, maybe besides that. But even that's not fully enough. Like, I love Dazai in Bungo Stray Dogs. Fyodor shoots him, has someone stab him, and does everything he does in season 5. But I love Fyodor. I actually like Fyodor. Despite that. I love Law in One Piece. Big Law fan. Probably my third favorite character in the entire show. I still like Doflamingo. Despite not being a terrible person. Being a terrible person. To me, I like villains a lot of the time. Especially if they are also interesting and compelling. And I do feel like Doflamingo is. I think Fyodor is. And I think Deidara is as well. He's very compelling. He's a fun character. I want to know, it makes me want to know more about him. And though, yes, he does technically kill Gaara, and, all of that story, I still find myself liking him despite that. And I love Gaara. Listen, I love Gaara. My husband loves Gaara. He doesn't really like Deidara very much because of that. But for me, I'm like, there's gotta be more for me to not like a villain, clearly. I don't know. To me, villains sometimes, you're supposed to kind of they kind of make them interesting and make them fun. So it's, I don't really hate him for that either. You knew he was going to go after someone. Some Jinchuriki, you knew he was gonna do that. All of them had a moment of going after the Jinchuriki, so you knew he was gonna do it. It's just, he happened to have Gaara, who is a liked character. So I kind of get that people may not like him because of that, but I like him anyway. And I love Gaara. Listen, again, I'm a big Gaara fan. My husband loves Gaara. We have a Gaara poster over here, actually, on our wall. But I still like Deidara. I can't help it. I do like when he takes Gaara. I think their fight is really fun. I do like their fight too. I also like him fighting dear God, Kakashi. I did like that. I did enjoy that fight too. I think that one was fun. I also really like too, didn't he? He walked away from that too, fighting Kakashi and Naruto when he walked away. Also, really, again, I like his design. I just think Deidara also looks kind of cool to me. I don't really know why. I think I just like blondes. Sometimes. Like, truthfully, I think that's kind of just what happens to me every once in a while. I might just like blondes. But I like Deidara a lot. I like his hair. I like how his hair is, like, in that ponytail. It's really long. And then he's got, like, the hair that covers his eye. I'm into that. I should have done this the entire time for the video. That's what I should have done. I should have just done this. You know, we haven't really talked about much of the simp part of this series here. Deidara is also just hot. Let me just end it by saying how hot he is. He's a very attractive man. And I can't help it. He's gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like, with his fight with Sasuke, and he ends up having his shirt off. Like, listen. I'm sorry. The hands. Like, he's a very fucking attractive man, and I can't help it. Okay? Everybody has their own opinion here, and Deidara he's pretty. Okay? He's pretty. I don't know what you want from me. I'm trying to think about if there's anything else I missed, because, again, I probably missed some stuff because I have not watched Naruto in a hot-ass minute. So, I know there's going to be things that I missed. If I did miss anything and it's something that we could talk about, maybe I could do, like, a short discussing it, or I could do, like, a community tab or something, and we can talk about it all together if you want to. But because I know there's probably stuff I missed. 100%. I do like Deidara. He might be my favorite Akatsuki member. I don't know, but I definitely think he is. Between him and Itachi, probably, but I love Deidara. Like, just a lot. But, you know, that is something too in the comments you could say, or let me know who your favorite member is. And let me know if you agree with any of this stuff, if there's things you disagree with, things you agree with. If you think Deidara is more than just, like, maybe his appearance reminds you of someone as well. If you also would love to have had more of a story when it came to Deidara. I remember something, there's like a light novel or something about some of the Akatsuki. And I feel like I remember reading one or seeing it somewhere. And it was like, Deidara actually had like a little bit of a kindness towards somebody. There was like a respect, kindness or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I think I heard about it because of NC Hammer. And I looked it up. And now I don't remember. It's been a long time. But I remember looking it up and reading parts of it at least. No, I don't remember. But, you know, it's fine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Deidara. If there's anything I might have missed, let me know. And I can take a look at it. Let me know if there's other characters you would like me to do. Either in the world of Naruto or someone else. Let me know. Because I would like to do that. Yeah. I just, you know. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Give me some love for Deidara. Because Deidara is awesome. He's fun. He's just fun. You know, sometimes you just got those characters you just think is fun. And he's fun. I'm trying to think about the hint to give you for the next character that I'm going to do. Like, the one that immediately comes to my head is going to be so obvious. I want one that's a little bit more of a challenge, but I feel like half of them are just going to be obvious. You know? Man. You know, like, the thing that popped into my head, I'm like, it's going to be so clear. Two things that I can say. I feel like one is going to be very fucking obvious, and the other one might be a little obvious. So I think I'm going to say the other one, and it'll be fine. Right? It's going to be fine. So the next hint for the next character that I am going to give you, for the next topic, or wait, hold on. The quote for the next character for you all to guess who you think it is, their quote is, "Do I have your permission to kill everyone in here?" I don't think that's fully the line, but you're gonna know. If you know, you know. Right? If you know, you know. But in the comments, let me know who you think by that quote, who you think it is, and in the next one, let me know if you were correct or not. And like always, I am happy you were here. Believe it.
Anyway, bye-bye.